Hey guys, good morning. It is still dark outside and it is Saturday and it is crazy o'clock. It is about 5 in the morning. I would show you, but I'm using my phone for a camera, so anyways, you gotta believe me. It's 5 in the morning and I couldn't sleep. For whatever reason, I woke up like about 4 and I tried to fall back asleep and I couldn't. And I just made the coffee and I came to the garage and decided to test my lights. Wow, so that's nice and bright for the license plate, eh? I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, so I'm gonna finish my coffee and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna start installing those headlights now. Holy crap, that's bright. Here we have these already dry, so we can start assembling the front end, and for the rear end a little bit later. I guess I'm gonna have to weld that. Anyways, we're gonna have to cut the plate here, weld it, and I'm gonna have to go and get some red paint. I don't care if it is gonna be different color, I don't care. Eventually at some point this car is gonna be painted, maybe in the summer. I don't know what we're gonna do. So give me 10 minutes to drink my coffee and I'll be back with you. So I'm experimenting here. I just want to see how much power we draw with all these lights. And this is what we draw without anything. It's a 0.05 amp. So we're gonna turn full power here. So now all these are on and one of the tail lights only. And we draw like 4 amp. That's not bad, considering that only this one probably, let me see if I can go only on one wire here. This one is 0.3. What is this? 0.3. So these 4 draw 1/3 of the entire thing here. Well, that's not bad. Alright, so we're gonna start assembling with this one, where we still have the plastic tabs in. So I'm just gonna wipe a little bit. Not gonna go crazy, just a little bit. And we're gonna put these more or less where they were. So we'll try anyways. I remember how much they were sticking in on the other side, so we're gonna try to go just by eye. Of course, we're gonna have to adjust the lights later. Okay. And the buckets have slots here for these screws, so we should be able to just shove them in. I just can't figure out where this spring goes because I don't see a hole, and I guess it just goes over the edge here. Let me try. Yeah, looks like it goes just like that. So that's gonna be tricky. Perfect. Okay, so I guess this is how it goes. The spring just hooks up to the edge here, and now this screw went into its slot, and this screw went to its slot. So now when we want to adjust the lights, we can just turn them from here with the 4.5 mil socket. So it should be really easy to adjust the light from here and here. So let me install the actual light now. There you go. This one is permanently installed. Okay, so now we're gonna install these. Too bad I bought the wrong ones, so anyways, we're gonna have to use these, but I'm gonna look around and see if I can order the correct ones for here, because these lenses are pretty old, I should say. So we should find something better for here, but for now, I'm gonna have to install them. Now for here, the procedure is gonna be pretty much the same, except I broke the wings of the plastic clips here. So I'm just gonna put them in place and put the nut that we found, and that's how they're gonna stay. So now when I'm adjusting the light, I'm just gonna have to hold with the wrench here this nut and then spin it from here, and it's gonna work. Everything else is gonna be the same. Okay, that looks great. Just these signal lights are bothering me, but we will see. We will find some good ones. Now for the lights here, the side signal lights and the fog lights, these I mean, we will need to install all these bracketry here. Remember, there was a lot of brackets that we cleaned up and painted, and now we have to put the puzzle together. So, do you remember how these were? I asked you to memorize it for me. Can you tell me now which one goes where? No? Yeah, I knew it. I'm on my own, right? Anyways, I have to go and rewatch my own video now. Alright, something like that. Something like that. Wow, everything matches supposedly. Okay. That probably holds the fender. And there's another one, a big one. And this goes somewhere here. Oh yeah, there's a hole here underneath, so this goes like this to support this. Well, okay. Okay, it's all in. So this is the one that I was talking about that supports the fender up there. Then, oh, I still need to put these on this side. I forgot. I put them on the other side. These two hold the top of the grill. These two hold the bottom of the grill and these brackets at the same time. And that's it. I also installed this. So you see, the power hour the other night when I just cleaned these up and painted them, now it pays off. Same here. Everything is installed here. Just even these two there, these two there. Just this one is loose because this, I don't know about the angle. So we're gonna tighten this one so we have the fender here or whatever this thing holds. And yeah. But now, as you can see, it is officially morning already, so people are starting to wake up. So I'd better go and make some pancakes. All right, I'm back from breakfast and it was delicious. Thank you. So I was gonna start putting now the fiberglass fenders here, but actually I changed my mind. I'm gonna actually start dealing with this because it's just bugging me. So I'm gonna clean a little bit here the paint and we will see how far the rust goes and we'll go from there. Alright, looks like it's only here, it's not going too far, but we will see. We will cut small first and then we're gonna go wider if we have to. out? I know. It's my template for where my studs are gonna need to be. My hose and everything, right? There you go. So once we repair it, we don't need to measure and guesstimate where the holes need to be. I didn't have big enough piece of metal, but I have this cover for a stove that was just kicking around, and that's actually a perfect 18 gauge metal. So I cut a piece of that, a little bit bigger than the piece, than our opening here. And I think here I'm gonna try a technique that I saw on a long time ago on a video on YouTube. I don't remember the guy's name, but I'm sure that some of you will know it, so please share it in the comments, because I want to give the guy credit, because many people already sent me link to that video to tell me that this is a great technique, and I know, I just never got to try it. So now I think I have the opportunity to try it here. So I'm gonna cover just a little bit of all the walls here, and I'm gonna tack it in two places, but don't worry, it's gonna be flush at the end. It's not gonna be a patch on top. That I would never do. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start cutting here the two layers of metal on the top, for example, but at 45 degrees. So now supposedly when we push it in, they're gonna like lay really flush to each other. So I need something flat here to push. And now I can keep going down. I'm gonna cut through this weld now that we made before. I'm gonna keep going down and keep pressing here. Okay, here I didn't realize that I was pretty close to the edge of this metal, and I cut this one a little bit that way, and it turned out that I didn't have this metal behind it, so I opened the big gap. But that's fine, we're gonna feel it, that's not a problem, but the rest doesn't look too bad. Alright, it's all welded, didn't warp or anything. There was a lot of heat here because I had created this big gap, so only here I'm not sure what happened, but for the rest I'm pretty happy with everything. So let's see. Okay, it's not too bad. Actually, I like this technique. Now, the metal on the side here is pitted, that's why you can see where the patch is, but if that wasn't pitted, it was gonna be pretty seamless, eh? I like this technique. Anyways, it's not my technique. Again, I don't remember what the guy's name is. If I remember, I'm gonna put it in the description, or I'm gonna put it right here, because the guy is really good and this technique is like, he really deserves credit for it. Anyways, so that's done. Now we have to figure out how we're gonna paint it inside, because the access from inside is really hard. But in the worst case scenario, I can use the internal frame coating, at least the nozzle with the straw maybe. We will see how we're gonna do it, but we need to paint it inside. But now let's drill our holes here. Okay. So these lines here that I marked were like right at the end of the hinges. So that's where it was. See, sometimes it's good to think ahead. All right, I was actually able to reach inside, and with the easy liner I sprayed it, so it's pretty good. Oops. So it actually looks better inside than outside. On the outside, I just sprayed this primer temporarily so it doesn't start flush rusting, and I'm gonna have to buy some body filler. I don't have anything here at home yet. I might just spray red here and forget about it for now. At some point the whole car will need paint, and if I repaint it ever, it's not gonna be red, it's gonna be a gunmetal color. I really like that for a Jeep. Anyways, we're gonna let this dry inside and outside, and we're gonna go back to the front and assemble what we started this morning. Well, it seems that it was like 3 days ago. Okay, so these are all the parts that will have to come here, and I'm trying to figure out what comes after what. And for sure, this light before was mounted on this metal part, and then the fender was going over, but now that light was smaller than the opening on the fender. So now here, this light goes on this side. So I cannot mount it before. So we're gonna figure out how we're gonna mount it after, when the fender is here, so we can see how it lands on the brackets. It might make it harder, but it's gonna be easier. You know what I mean? Then I think that first I need to put the bumper, then the cover for the bumper, and then the fenders. Actually, before the cover, we need to put the channel for the brake line. And actually here, I'm forgetting, there must be a bolt that was holding the grill down. It's a body mount actually. So yeah, I think I'm just jumping ahead of myself. And I'm not gonna hold you here for everything because it's pretty boring, or I can give you a little bit of annoying music again. Alright, so it looks like the fender can go either way, before or after the bumper, doesn't really matter. I installed the truck, I don't know if you saw that. Nick installed the license plate, and now I put the fender in, and now the fender has some plastic clips here that have to go in, and I have the old ones that I took out. Some of them broke, and I use these for underneath, because also the bumper is held up from underneath with these. But for here, I'm gonna use, I bought 4 I think $17 from Amazon. These. So there's a ton of different ones, like different sizes. I think it's 620 pieces. Sure, they count these as two separate parts, but that doesn't matter. All right, she's almost done. I mean, she can go on the road, and that's what we're gonna do now with Nick, because I can't wait. There's some more little things that I have to do, but the main stuff is done. All the lights are on, everything's working, except for this one, which the bulb burnt again. These bulbs are like really bad. We're gonna have to figure out an LED one for there. Anyways, but she looks great with all the fenders and everything done. Tail lights worked. I installed this one as well and tested it. Of course, everything works. These, by the way, I lied. Don't buy them. $17 wasted. Anyways, yeah, I still have to put some more here. Of these, I have to put some more here. But you see how they I don't even want to tell you. Here I need, underneath I haven't fastened yet, so I have to fasten this, but the top is fastened, so it's not gonna go anywhere. And these brackets here that I repaired and painted, the T ones, the T-shaped ones, one here and one here, I put them upside down, so I had to remove them and flip them. So just in case you need to do something like that, I have to pay attention to how you remove them. Don't do what I did. These on this side as well. And then there's some rubber pieces here, like a ton of them. All of these, they have to be installed. They actually protect. They go over there, they go over there. There's another one coming here at the back also. There's one coming under here, and I don't remember if there was something here covering this. No, I don't think there was anything here. There was only this one here. And these have to be installed, and that's it. The heater, well, I'm stupid. The heater works. The thing is, I thought that this should be low speed and this should be high speed and this should be off, but none of them worked anyways. Then I noticed here it says off, so you have to go in one of these, and it turns out this is off even though it says low. This is low and this is high, and it blows pretty well, so we have heat, supposedly. I don't know, at least the blower works, and that's it. There's one more thing before we go with Nick. First of all, I have to check the seat belts, because yesterday when I drove it I couldn't put the seat belt on. Well, I think this one is done, and tomorrow I'm gonna finish all the rubber and everything, and hopefully on Monday we can go to work with it. I need to buy windshield wipers because these are damaged. They work, I tested them before, and the rear one works. So looks like electrically everything works. So yeah, let me get ready and we're gonna go for a drive. Oh, this came on? No. Anyway, and I forgot to mention about this light. So this one is not working, obviously. Probably just needs a bulb or something, but I can't tell what kind of a screw this is. Anyways, I poked it with needles and stuff. I don't know. So I'm not gonna touch it for now. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I tried actually to find one online for 5 minutes, couldn't find anything, but obviously I'm gonna have to keep looking. But we have these brake lights. I know we need this one as well, but we can just go on a drive now without it. And that's it for now. Okay, the Rusty Beauty's crew is going for a drive. Open the garage door.
That was an easy start.
I think we are in 4-wheel drive. That's fine. I don't know how to switch it, so for now we're gonna drive in 4-wheel drive. So we're going to the gas station first because we don't have any gas. So hopefully we're gonna make it. We have a jug in the back with probably a liter or two.
The sky looks nice. Even on camera it looks nice. How does it feel?
Fantastic. Oh, we're blinding people, obviously. Oh, we're not going anywhere without a wallet. Come on. Okay. I think we were in 4-wheel drive so far. Okay, I left the kids. And I'm gonna go on a drive again because I think now. Oh, that's much better now. Now we are in 2-wheel drive. We were on 4-wheel drive and it was pretty rough drive. But now that feels much better. There are all kinds of whistling noises and everything, but she drives fantastic on 2-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive is a little bit rough. Okay, the temperature gauge doesn't work, or maybe she doesn't warm up, but at least it's blowing nice and warm from down there. So I don't know, maybe the thermostat is open all the time. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to check that tomorrow. But other than that, everything works great. Other gauges work fantastic, so we are good. The lights are pretty bright, so I figured that the fog lights or the driving lights, whatever you want to call them, are very bright because people were giving me lights, so I turned them off. We have to figure out how to adjust them because they're very high. Look how bright they are. I'm really happy. All right, back in the garage, and I'm really happy with how she drives. Like, the first drive was a little bit rough. When I was turning left or right, there was a little bit of a squeaking noise in the front. But then when I turned to 2-wheel drive, she drives fantastic. So there are a few little things that we have to look at. Like, for example, windshield wipers. We need to buy one more of these. We need a bulb for here. I need to check what's going on with the temperature sensor because we need to know what the temperature is. We need to adjust this headlight because I noticed that it was too high. I went to a store and I left the car running, and when I came out to the store I was like 30-40 meters away from the car, and this headlight wasn't blinding me, but this one was blinding me. So this needs to go lower, but we're gonna point her at the garage door later tonight maybe, and we're gonna try to adjust this one to be as high as this one because I know that this one is okay. They are really bad. They're very bright and they are blinding people, so I cannot use them maybe only with the high beams, because now I just mounted them with these big washers in the middle, but I have to do something better than that. I have to make some adjustable bracket for here, and that's it. Everything else looks fantastic. It was nice and warm inside, but maybe we can check the temperature with a probe and see what it shows, and then compare it to the gauge, because either the gauge is not working or we're actually not going higher than 40 degrees, which is also possible, and that would be because the thermostat is always open. But honestly, I'm really happy. This car is ready for the road. The car drives as good as I expected it to drive. It's a 26 years old car, so it's not nice and smooth like nowadays cars, but for its age, it's fantastic. And yeah, I'm happy. So we're gonna go with the video here, and I guess we're gonna be back again with some other little stuff that we have to do for one more video, and soon we're gonna bring our GT6 home and we're gonna start working on that. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for commenting and subscribing, and stay tuned for more videos from the Rusty Beauty's garage. Bye.